and be here to attend the meeting. Well, today we have Mr. Gaurav Goswami. He is a play student. He is our senior. He's a DevOps engineer at IBM um, at Bangalore. And it is going to be, I feel, very great. He has been doing very great in his job, in his field. He is very soon going to be get PPO of 11 lakhs, if I'm not wrong. Pardon me if I did any of the mistake, please. Well, today's session is all about how you guys need to focus, how the industry is going to recruit you, what are the basic requirements of the industries, and etc. that Gaurav sir is going to share with us. I welcome you, sir, on the behalf of Udyat, the technical committee of our society college. Thank you so much for being here.
Okay, so thank you, Shubhangi, for the introduction. And just a second. So, firstly, you just told the package I'm going to get, but that doesn't make sense. That doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the organization you're working with, right? And the profile you're working with.
Yes, sir, you're right.
Okay, so today we're going to discuss about what are the current exact demands of the industry, and that is multidisciplinary engineering. So I'll be presenting you a presentation, and along with I'll be telling you all the demands that our industry looking for right now, and I'll be telling some tips and tricks how to get into those industries. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
So you can see that bold title of the presentation, that is multidisciplinary engineering. So as the name suggests, it means instead of focusing only on a single discipline of engineering, what we guys have been doing since last few decades, and we need to focus on more than one disciplines of engineering to be successful with the current demands of industry. So it's a holistic approach. So some of you guys might be making faces like that. So what the heck is multi whatever it is? So let me just tell you what the Google says. So Google says multidisciplinary engineering for students who plan to practice engineering as a career, but whose specific career goals cannot be accommodated with one of the traditional engineering goals fields. So what's being discussed here is if you are active enough or you are curious about studying beyond your own discipline or course and want a career to be in that mixture of courses or disciplines. So that this multidisciplinary engineering is for you, right? Now, you can see some disciplines like mechatronics, biomechanics, biotechnology, and etc. in some of the colleges. They are offering like these degrees also. So these are actually nothing but multidisciplinary engineering courses. Like mechatronics is a mixture of electronics, mechanics, control systems, and computers. And same as biotechnology is a mixture of microbiology, computer science, chemical, biochemistry, etc. So you might be asking, but why should I or you be concerned about it? So, as I just told you, if you don't want to be in the rat race and you are like to study about then a single discipline of engineering, maximum, which is maximum percentage of the world is doing right now, this multidisciplinary engineering is for you. Or if you are a if you have a great innovation or business idea which doesn't fall in any single category or discipline, then also you can go for this multidisciplinary engineering and be a successful entrepreneur. So Google says multidisciplinary engineering is excellent preparation for a graduate program or a career in industry. Graduates work as engineers in industry, managers, entrepreneurs who start their own companies and go into a variety of other areas. So basically, multidisciplinary engineering deals with a mixture of disciplines of engineering, and gets you a job of in the same field, right? But that's not the limit. There is more. So let's hear it from the industry leaders. Industry leaders say professional engineers in industry not only have to work frequently with those from other disciplines and professions, but often have to develop working skills and knowledge beyond their original discipline due to the requirements of their employment. So similarly, engineering design skills are also important attributes for professional engineers, particularly those working in product, process, or system development. So this is kind of confusing and scary, but trust me, I've entered the industry and I'll be telling you the actual truth of current demands of industries. So let me give you a pretty good and recent example. Earlier, India wasn't having any PPE kit production factories, but right now it has over 6,000 industries for the same. So when you start a PPE kit production factory or organization, that is a product-based organization. So you need to divide the whole scenario of work into teams. So one team would be of designers, another would be of machine managers, another would be of quality check people, and last would be a marketing people. So when we analyze these teams, if we need designers, we can't have just designers having knowledge of chemistry or colors or etc. We need people from chemistry also that have knowledge about fabrics and fibers, etc. We need people from colors also who know about chemicals and colors. We need people from CS and IT who know knowledge about designing tools and etc. So, and same as for machine managers, we need people from electronics, electrical, automation, mechanics. Then for quality check people, we need people from chemistry, computer science, etc., etc. So none of the team can be formed with people from single discipline, right? Earlier, industry was hiring people from different disciplines and forming teams, but that doesn't work well right now. And now what they are doing, they're looking for people with wider knowledge. Like if I have to post a job requirement for designer people, so I will say I need people from chemistry department or people having knowledge of fabrics, chemicals, some computer designing tools like CAD or CAM, etc. So these are the current actual demands of the industry, right? Now there is saying, if you only have a hammer, then every problem looks like a nail. I'll give you an example of mine. I just know how to hit the ball with a bat. I don't know when to cover drive, when to hit it right, when to hit left, when to play it, or when to whatever it is. I just know how to hit a ball. So sometimes it happens, most of the times it happens, I swing the bat in air and think it's going to be a 6 and ball hits the wicket. So you should have basic knowledge of more than one disciplines, right? Now, let me take an exemplary case study. Have you ever heard about Israel? So Israel is the leading country which is feeding the world with his farming methods, which is their farming methods are out of the world just. So let me give you an example. There was a startup in Israel which started in Israel. There were 5 people who were computer science engineering graduates. They started an organization which made several methods and techniques to bring up the yield of farmers. By some of the methods like will be listed in here, like drip irrigation, like and these cocoons. These are actually GainPro cocoons, which are made of some biochemical things, and they protect your crops, they protect your grains, and these biofeed plants, etc. So what they have done, they are actually computer science graduates, but what they did, they gained knowledge about weather, whether they learned about weather, they learned about satellite insights, they learned about soil insights, UVI insights, and they mixed it up, started an organization, and in result, what happened is they lifted their whole nation to the brim. Actually, right now, Israel is number one nation which is feeding the whole world right now. I'll be sharing some of the things they're doing. They're dealing with current weather insights, they're dealing with health insights, they're dealing with soil data, UVI data, and weather forecast data, and they are mixing it all up. And they're also uh, analyzing the plant deficiencies and diseases, if any, if is there any. They're also analyzing temperature, humidity, pressure in the air. They're also analyzing the soil. What are the nitrogen values, potassium values, and phosphorus values, all the nutrient values. So they're mixing all it up. The whole knowledge is being mixed up, and then startup was set up, and they have lifted their nation to the brim. So what I need what I need to express with all this, that you don't limit yourself with one discipline. Like if I'm a computer science graduate, I don't want to be in computers only. If I'm interested in weather, if I'm interested in environment, I can study environment. I can go for weather analysis. I can go for electronics if I want to make IoT devices and etc. So that's called multidisciplinary engineering. Now, I hope you guys would have built interest in multidisciplinary engineering, and if you have not yet, then the next slide is for you. So Google says, according to pay scale, engineers with a bachelor's in engineering focusing on a multidisciplinary approach earn an average of $75,000 per year, which means around 4 lakh per month in Indian rupees. You can see the change. Some of the engineering roles they work in achieve high earning annual salaries, such as a project manager, 79,000 US dollars, an electrical engineer, 74,000 US dollars, and a mechanical engineer, 69,000 US dollars. So these salaries are for the people with a multidisciplinary approach. They are actually people with bachelor degree in engineering, but they are following a multidisciplinary approach. They're not limiting themselves with the discipline they have earned the degree. They're actually learning and working with multiple disciplines. So if you think you have some multidisciplinary engineer inside you, then this one is for you. If you are interested in electronics and mechanicals, you can go for robotics, instrumentation, control system design engineer. If you have interest in electronics and computer science, you can go for robotics, automation, IoT engineers. If you have interest in electronics, biology, chemical, drug, pharmaceutical researchers are jobs for you. Mechanical and biology mix up to make robotics and instrumentation and control system design engineers. So it's not like that you cannot be a multidisciplinary engineer, but if you have interest in all these things, you can go for it. So if you have got any questions, you can ask me right now. You can unmute yourself and ask anything.
Yes, students. If any of the students have any query or regarding the how we regarding the projects or this whatever the Gaurav is telling about multidisciplinary, so he can ask that.
Okay, so if you guys don't have any questions, I'll be asking one by one, picking at random, and I'll be asking you guys some questions if you're interested in that. What say? Open for it?
Sir, is there any marks criteria?
For which, for what?
Hello?
Kanish, what are you asking about? What marks criteria are you asking about?
Sir, actually, some companies just like Wipro have cutoff criteria like 60%. So IBM have same or not?
See, that actually marks doesn't matter at all. But if any company has some rules like we will be hiring people with more than 60% or more than 70% or more than 80%, then that's their rule. That cannot be changed. And as far I'm informed, IBM doesn't have any rule like that. IBM doesn't. IBM don't only ask you a degree. Don't even ask you a degree. It only asks you have knowledge about the subjects, you have knowledge about the topics you have entered in your resume, you have topics about what are required in the job post, and that's all.
Sir, so IBM required any programming language compulsorily, or just like I am an electronics student, so is there any scope for me?
Of course. So IBM is working on IoT projects. IBM has a wider projects on IoT, and IBM also works on some do you know about Computer Z, CPU Z? These are the basic projects of IBM that are running for more than 50 years, I guess. So you can go for it. And as far the programming languages are concerned, you don't need any programming language. You just need to have basic knowledge of OOPS concepts only.
Hello,
So, sir,
Gaurav.
how can I apply for?
Yes, sir. Mukesh, sir.
हाँ नहीं नहीं कनिष्क आप पहले हाँ बेटा पहले फिनिश योर क्वेश्चन कनिष्क यस
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, actually, I want to know that how can I apply for it in IBM?
So you can. I'll be sharing a link after this meeting. There's a page of job posts in IBM. I guess there are more than 1,000 posts right now there. You can apply whatever suits you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
गौरव मैं ये चाह रहा था कि एक बार अगर आप थोड़ा सा जो आप अगर आपको ध्यान हो जब हमने फर्स्ट टाइम आपने मुझसे कहा था कि सर मैं वहाँ पर इंटर्नशिप के लिए जाना चाहता हूँ एंड कैन आई गेट रिलैक्स फ्रॉम द दिस क्लासेस तो वो जो जो आपके बिगिनिंग थी एक हैकाथॉन में आपने पहले पार्टिसिपेट किया फिर वहाँ से मतलब वो मतलब उसकी इम्पोर्टेंस की व्हाट आर द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ पार्टिसिपेशन इन द हैकाथॉन्स एंड these are the project completions because that thing I am seeing that is lacking in our some of the students so what is the importance of these things I think from there you will achieve for this
so that's true. I've seen people from the college that are not participating in all hackathons and all. There was a mail I did a mail to the whole college like 2016, 15, 18 batch of BTech for the IBM hackathon that was held I guess a month earlier. But as far as I know, only one team did participate in that, so that's not good. You need to participate in all hackathons if you either you have knowledge about that, either you don't have knowledge about that. And as far as I know about IBM hackathon, that's very easy, man. That's very easy. You just need to use all the IBM Watson services. You can visit IBM website, that is cloud.ibm.com, and go for and search for Watson services. There are plenty of services like if you say about tone analyzer, if you ask about text to speech, speech to text, if you ask about voice recognition, if you ask about visual recognition, plenty of services are there, and you can just use any of them for free and with very ease. You can use it in Node, you can use it in Python, you can use it in Go, you can use it in Java. whatever language you want, you can use it in, and you can participate in hackathon, choosing any one of the problem statements, and you can give up your solution. After that, your solution is selected for the evaluation. You are asked to for an interview. So interview comprises of some questions about your project. How did you come up with this solution? What do you think your solution is unique about? And what do you think are the shortcomings about your solutions, etc. And honestly, I would say they don't only judge your project or solution. They actually nourish you guys with their methods, their like their knowledge. They suggest you better technologies you could have used. They suggest better languages or better methods you could have implemented in your project. So it's for your betterment only. You should have participated in all the hackathons. And in the future, I guess maybe in October or November, the IBM hackathon will be back with the next season. And can I expect maximum participants this time?
Yes, students.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
आई थिंक बेटा दैट इज द ये जो गौरव आपको ये बता रहे हैं, फ्रॉम दैट ही विल स्टार्ट हिज जर्नी. आप उसको थोड़ा सा आप समझिए. जो मैं आज के जो मैं गौरव से ये मीटिंग कराई है कि जो इनका जो प्रोजेक्ट का और आपका जो ये पार्टिसिपेशन है हैकाथॉन में, इनका क्या रोल है एक कैरियर में. बिकॉज ही विल जस्ट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द प्रोजेक्ट. व्हाई आई एम एम्फसाइजिंग, व्हाई आई एम मतलब मैं कंटिन्यूसली आपसे क्यों कहता हूँ, उसका एक ही रीजन है कि अगर आप इनके मुंह से सुनिए. अगर आपको लग रहा है कि सर आप ऐसी मैं प्रोजेक्ट्स पर जोर देता हूं, तो व्हाट इज द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट्स इन द इंटरव्यू, व्हाट इज द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट्स इन बिल्डिंग अ कैरियर. अगर वो गौरव, हैव यू डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन ऑफ योर प्रोजेक्ट, हैव यू एंड स्लाइड एट दिस टाइम, कैन यू शो इज देयर? So that Gaurav will show you the project. He will for this project proposal which is submitted to the IBM, and they are very much impressed by that project, and they will told him that to get patent on that project. So you have to build at that level. तो ये जो मेरा कंडक्ट कराने का ये पर्पस है कि आपको एक थिंकिंग डेवलप हो कि किस तरह से हम मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी वाले को यूज करें. दैट इज बेनिफिशियल, नॉट जस्ट एज अ you are building a web based applications and some criminal record application and some database management application. आपको जो बनाना है that is for your career. मतलब you are not building a project for getting only this 500-600 marks. You are creating a project for building a career. और अभी गौरव अगर इनके पास अभी स्लाइड्स होंगे, they will show you that, and you can judge how the project will be built, and how we choose the objective and the theme of a project, how the different technologies or different branches incorporate in a project, है ना. Thank you. Over to you, Gaurav.
Yeah. So as sir discussed, देखो जो भी academics चीजें हैं, जो भी theoretical knowledge है या practical knowledge है, वो एक that has some other importance, but all the things that you only build with your only knowledge, that has extraordinary importance. So ये चीज तो आपको देखनी ही पड़ेगी कि जो भी कॉलेज में पढ़ाया जा रहा है वो एक अलग चीज है, और जो आप खुद अपने आप से पढ़ते हो या खुद अपने आप से बिल्ड करते हो वो एक अलग चीज है. So I'll be sharing some projects of mine with you that I have presented in IBM Hackathon 2018 and then in 2019. Okay, so are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, so this is my GitHub account, and you can see I have built many projects, and I'll show you IBM Hackathon 2018. Okay, this is for the 2019 one. So this is a friend affinity finder, which works in this way that you log in with your Twitter credentials, Twitter developer account credentials, and then there is a list of your friends and followers, and you select single or multiple of them, and you analyze all of them. You can get 27 different personality traits out of their statuses, their posts in the Twitter, their updates on their Twitter handles. And after that evaluation, you get a 3D graph which shows you the affinity between those peoples. So what was the use of this friend affinity finder is that before building any team or before forming any team, you need to know how compatible those peoples are, right? So if I'm analyzing these two peoples, I am Beats C and Afro Coder, then I need to see what if they share some similarity between them, and if they are poles apart, then I'll not keep them in within a single team, right? So this was the project which I built in 2019. You can also see, you can also clone or fork this project to run locally on your system, and I'll be sharing this hackathon, this GitHub account link with you guys. Now for the 2018 one. Okay, so this was a social media, social health analyzer. This was named as Shade, Social Health Analyzer and Display Engine. So what it does, it takes all of your social handles like Facebook, Twitter, and etc. All these things it takes and analyzes your post updates, like what updates you did, what retweets you did, what posts you liked, what post you disliked, and etc. And on the basis of that, it analyzes your mood. There were 7 prominent moods that are 4 of them were good and 3 of them were bad. So if you have a bad mood right now, it will play some good mood playlist from the YouTube or any music provider you choose out of the list in the project. And if you have a good mood, then it will play some uh, songs to maintain that good mood. So that was the project I submitted in 2018 to the IBM hackathon, and both of the times I was in the national finalists, and after that I got to interview uh, by the reviewing team, and they asked me several questions about the projects, and after that I was offered internship for 6 months, and after that I was offered a full-time role as DevOps engineer. But since I didn't have any uh, I was in 3rd year right at that time, so they offered me another internship for 6 months until and unless I get into 4th year. I can hear some disturbance. Can you? Okay. And after that, I entered in 4th year. Right now I'm a DevOps engineer at IBM ISL, Bangalore. So and the current project I'm working on is this project Kisan. I'll be sharing this thing with you. Okay, so right
Excuse
now
me,
I'm
sir.
working with,
Sir,
yeah.
sir, what are the technologies you use in the previous 2 projects? For example, you are using social media handlers. Then how you obtain all the information from someone's account?
Okay. So in the 2018 when I built the Shade, I was using the base language I used was Java, and I used some libraries like TweetPy and OKHTTP and Jenkins and like that. I created an account on Twitter developers. I fetched my own credentials. I fetched my own friends and followers. I visited their. I was fetching their post updates, my friends and followers post updates, and then analyzing with IBM Watson Tone Analyzer. and then on the basis of that I was playing songs.
So the IBM Watson tool you use, is that free or paid?
I already told you IBM Watson tools are already free, but up to an extent, you get a light account for the free access. It doesn't have any like day limit, that like 30 days free trial or 40 days free trial. It gives you a light account for the lifetime, but with light account you have some limitations, like you cannot analyze more than 30 MBs of data, you cannot analyze more than 50 MBs of data, maybe like that. I don't remember exactly, but something like that.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. And I was talking about the project I'm right now working on. So this is the project I'm right now working on. There's a thing in IBM called IBM GRM, that is Global Remote Mentoring Session. So I presented this whole idea of this project idea with people of IBM GRM, and they accepted this project, and they also they also they also told that project is of great use and it will be good for you to build this, and you can get patent out of this. So what all features that it gives to user is that user can user can user can map their fields on using a map. Like if I say that this is my field, it can list their field. If I say I need to grow these crops, I'll be adding this crop. I'll be growing these crops only on my field, and on the dashboard I'll be having all the insights, like satellite insights and the agribot insights. Agribot is an IoT device we are going to build, and satellite insights are like this: current weather, crop health on the basis of NDVI and DVI, and soil data, UVI data, and weather forecast data. And on the basis of all these data and this agribot data, which says it's a plant dog is a program built by us, that is an artificial intelligence based program which detects any disease or deficiency in crop by taking a picture of leaf or plant, and it generates a report that says that this plant has these deficiencies and these diseases. And on the basis of that, and on the basis of this environment analytics, that is temperature, humidity, pressure, and soil analytics, like soil temperature, soil moisture, soil nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus values, all this data is mixed up, and then user gets notifications about the alerts, like if it's gonna rain next day, if it's gonna be hailstorm next day, user gets internationalized message on his or her phone, like uh, dear user, there will be rain tomorrow, you don't need to irrigate your field, you don't need to you don't need to plant, don't need to flow water in your fields, etc. So this project was accepted by IBM, and right now I'm looking for a patent out of it, and IBM has promised me for the patent, and that's all. Any questions about this?
Okay. Is any of the students want to ask, or shall we close with these words? Is any queries there? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Guys, remember now. Sorry, sir. Yeah, Nipun, go ahead if you want to ask any question, please.
Sir, actually, I want to ask you, what are the skills you have before applying in IBM?
What is skills I had before applying in IBM, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it's pretty confusing question. I was working on Java since I was in 10th, and C I learned in college only, and database systems like MySQL and PostgreSQL I've been working from 10th, and Nothing else. That was all. I told you, na, IBM don't ask you all those graduation things like you need to be proficient in this language, you need to be proficient in that language. IBM just ask if you have OOPS concept clear and if you have ability to learn any language. If you are agile enough to learn any language within a short period of time, then IBM will hire you for the sure.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, is it there any scope for those who are not into programming languages?
Yeah, I told you, na. If you don't have any programming language knowledge, but if you are interested in electronics or electrical or anything else, or mechanics and etc., then also IBM looks for you. IBM has some projects like Computer Z. You can search for it, CPU Z. IBM CPU Z project runs in Bangalore ISL. We'll be sharing something with you guys. Just wait a second. Do you know about this thing, IBM CPU Z? This is actually
No.
a leading server in the whole world that IBM develops. Okay, and the project runs in IBM ISL Bangalore. I'm not sure about ISL, but it may be in ISDL. ISDL is another part of IBM. IBM has several parts like ISL, IRL, ISDL, GBS, GTS, etc. So you can go for any part of it, and you can look for the job requirement that suits you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Another thing I want to share with you guys that if any of you guys are looking to contribute in some of my projects, you are welcome. And I'll be sharing a link with you guys that I need people to join my I'm gonna create a committee with of web developers and people who are keen to learn new technologies and all. So if you're interested in that, just ping me on that and ping me, and I'll join you guys. Any further questions?
Guys, is there anyone who want to ask any questions? Do remember, no question is silly.
So can you please share that link which you have told to joining the IBM?
I'll be sharing it with you after this meeting. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir, I feel that's all. I guess many of the questions have been answered, and everyone must.
Hello. Hello, Shubhangi. Hello. Hello, Gaurav, is you hearing me? Hello.
हाँ सर, आवाज आ रही है.
हाँ, मुझे लग रहा है कि उसके कुछ आई थिंक माइक में कुछ टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम है. तो थैंक यू आप फॉर गिविंग द सच अ गाइडेंस एंड सम guidance about how the projects will be chosen by the students so that will be beneficial for their careers, है ना, and for the recruitment. That is the main motive of mine. और I am proud to feel एक मतलब टीचर के लिए बहुत अच्छा होता है कि अगर वो प्राउडली अब किसी स्टूडेंट्स को एड्रेस करने के लिए बुला रहा है, तो दैट इज अ प्राउड मोमेंट कि आपने ये चीज अचीव करी एंड यू आर एड्रेसिंग इट, गिव शेयरिंग योर सक्सेसफुल एक्सपीरियंस विद द स्टूडेंट्स, है ना. एंड आई होप ये जो मुझे आपका पॉइंट था कि यू आर आल्सो डूइंग अ गुड जॉब, की यू आर सेइंग दैट यू आर बिल्डिंग अ लिंक सो दैट द स्टूडेंट्स हु आर इंटरेस्टेड कैन ज्वाइन यू एंड सो दैट दे विल गिव यू द गाइडेंस। तो मैं स्टूडेंट्स से चाहूंगा कि जो गौरव ने इनिशिएटिव लिया, मैनी ऑफ मच ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स विल ज्वाइन देम because he have a good knowledge and he will share and that knowledge will beneficial for you, है ना। तो मैं चाहूंगा कि आप उससे जुड़ें और इस चीज का फायदा लें, बिकॉज यू आर गोइंग टू बी जस्ट फ्रॉम सितंबर यू आर रेडी फॉर द इंटरव्यूज whatever companies, or first of all the Wipro, you are preparing all hard for the Wipro। तो यही मोमेंट है, आप जुड़िए और सीखिए और अच्छे प्रोजेक्ट्स बनाइए, है ना। तो थैंक यू गौरव, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you to everyone for being here. Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू शुभांगी, थैंक यू।
जोशी साहब क्या करके मानोगे?
अरे सर, मैं सोच रहा था कि सबको जाते हुए देख लूं एक बार। चलो फिर। नाइस।
ठीक है सर, तुमने करा दिया सक्सेसफुल, आगे देखते रहना अब सारा।
यस सर।
ठीक है सर।
यस सर।
थैंक यू सर।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सो मच सर।
खत्म हो गई है, विवेक, जा सकते हो अब।